heading towards the stable. So we're gonna have a little brush and check up, and then we'll see you wearing a halter with this tracking device, because Secret is gonna be alone, following us unattached, so this will help me track him in case he goes somewhere. Well, he usually doesn't, but just in case. Welcome to our new life, and we're going to show you how we live now, how our routine has changed, where the horses live, and how our home looks like. Well, it's not my actual home, but I consider it a home. I rewatched my first ever YouTube video, which is an introduction video to my channel, and I got so many feelings about it after the time has passed. I think I made it 4 years ago, so a lot has changed, and it was called The Horses of My Dream, and I shared with you guys my hopes to get my oldest horse to be him, and to be able to move my horses to a place where they would have a lot of land and to be just horses, and you know, to spend their life the way they want and not need to be standing in a stable 24/7 unless I come and take them out. While rewatching it, I got a feeling like I was back there, and the emotions I felt at the time, and I felt this strong pressure on me and the stress I was under, and these years I remember as being very, very hard in my life. And I was surviving on a thought that one day this is gonna be true and we're gonna have it. And yeah, it's the biggest dream I had, and for I think the longest time ever. And it feels great to have it. Now I also I realized once again that I'm living my dream, and we actually made it. And we now have freedom to do what we want, and the way we want, and the way it makes us happy. And I felt very relieved. As much as it is a surprise and like I can't believe it moment, it still is like I always felt it. I always had it in me, the confidence that it will happen one day. But you know, I had this dream for 10 years already at the time I filmed the video, and when you dream about something for like a year, 1 year, 5 years, but then you still see that there's no way it's gonna happen in the next few years, and you don't know when it's gonna happen and if it's gonna happen at all. This like puts stress on you. So in that case, you may reconsider your dream. Despite of that, I didn't want to compromise on my dream. I didn't want to like take the 2 horses and leave one behind and give the 2 horses the better life. I only felt that this is right to have them all. I wanted to have it this way, and I couldn't see a future otherwise. I guess I had a trauma when I was 12, and the wages wasn't mine yet, and my trainer came to me and he said that, well, tomorrow the truck's gonna come and he's gonna take him to the place they never returned from. And it was a shock for me, and luckily it didn't happen. But since then I was very afraid of this happening to any of the horses, and I couldn't change my dream. I only saw it happening that we are all together with, and there was no other way for me. Like I couldn't survive the other decision. I couldn't survive the decision to leave him, for example, because like I wouldn't be able to live with it on my chest, and I wanted to make sure that they get what they deserve eventually, and I'm happy they waited and they didn't lose faith in me as well. And yeah, it's so great to finally be able to live this life, which has been like such a dream for so long, and it still feels like, is it real? And so today we'll take you into our is it real moment, and here I am with Oasis and Secret, and I will be riding Oasis, and Secret will follow us first a bit on a leash when we go to the field, and then on a field I'm gonna unleash him and he's going to be completely free, jumping around, and I'm gonna once again pinch myself. And here is Goldie. He won't be joining us today because he had a surgery and he needs to be kept alone and be calm. But in summer we will have so many wonderful adventures with him and the other horses, and you will see them in our upcoming videos. So now we're gonna do the first trot. On the first one I keep Secret on a rope just so he doesn't run too much and just follows us. So let's go. We do a couple of minutes each side and we change sides and do some circles and just make sure that they warm up. And we also do some transitions every now and then to make sure that Secret pays attention and listens to where we go and what we do. Then Secret had a small break and I had a few minutes with Oasis individually. Now it's time to unleash. I keep the rope for myself. I keep it on the side of my saddle so that in case I need to chase Secret down, I have a rope to put him onto. He checks the distances and he normally tries to go a bit far if he sees something interesting, and like here, he went somewhere and wouldn't really even watch where we were, or maybe he can stay there, but eventually if I go in the opposite direction, he normally, not always, but normally he comes like this. So now, after a warm-up, it is time for the part that they love the most, and you can see why. Secret again went to see the houses, and Oasis started to get nervous. You can see in his face and his neck. So we're getting away from Secret to make him come towards us. Isn't it just the happiest 21-year-old? They really love to play, and I always allow the horse I ride to play as well if he wants to, which he did. Now there's something interesting coming. Keep your eyes open. We are coming from two sides and they barely miss each other. After all of the plays and games, it's time to trot it up. And Secret does it pretty beautifully. A very good boy is walking to us. What a nice big dog. Very clever. It was Anya's first time watching us running like this, and I asked whether she liked it.
No, she...
Even if you don't understand language, I think the way she said it says it all. And then Secret decided to impress her even more and made another leg stretch, after which he parked perfectly near us and allowed me to catch him. Then we walked it off and headed back home. I hope you enjoyed this video. It is very nice to be back and to be sharing this wonderful journey with you. Let me know of your impressions from our today's adventure with you in the comments below. And come along next time. Bye!